What's going on? Back plugged in with the Prophet. You already know what we doing today, man. It's the Power Extreme Co-op Speed Enhanced. I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's a lot harder than last time around, but I do have many things that's gonna generally help and make your life easier. Tips and the accessories and things of that you need to be looking for. But enough of that, man. Play my shit.
I'm going all in, I'm going all in, I'm going all in. I got nothing to lose. Yeah, nothing to lose. I'm going all in, I'm going all in, I'm going all in, I'm going all in.
I got nothing to lose, but still making the profit.
So as I said, I'm going to be walking you guys through everything that you need to know about this. Excuse me. So this first room, this is the slow room. Obviously, the funny part about it is that these are the flash step queens. So Waifu Yuriwichi is she's in here, and she's honestly the hardest boss to take out on this one. She has this freaking drop kick move, which is crazy fast, and it attacks in a straight line and it'll wreck you. I mean, honestly, most of the enemies don't have skills quite that fast, so it'll definitely do a lot of damage. And the fact that she can just purely spam it, so you guys watch out for Yuriwichi, especially because you're going to be trying to dodge and you're going to be slowed, and she's fast. So just be aware of that. Soy phone's very, very easy. But I will definitely tell you guys that this is a little bit more difficult than last time around for two big reasons. First of all, they're more ranged, melee guard characters, meaning that you need a range to take them out. And secondly, there's literally only 4, maybe 5 range characters that are speed in the game, and 2 or 3 of them are from special gotchas. So the Parasol Nanao and like Swimsuit Byakuya, which, pathetic enough, we even have to mention him in this conversation. I mean, I haven't seen him at all, but basically there's only 3 range characters that can be used. The tag team Rangiku, who is decent just because there are many options, but she's still decent. Yukio, which is the best pure damage dealing range character this time around, and then the Now, who, if you don't have her, you are going to spend orbs. It's going to be not that fun, or however you do it, you're gonna have to build a lot of stamina, do whatever you got to do. But if you don't have a Now, better be prepared just to go through it. And the thing is, guys, I've lost a lot of my first couple of rounds playing with guys who, after one go, they freaking DC. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we get 6 minutes in and then you DC, that doesn't help us, and we all lose time. It's all about, the grind and respecting other people's time as well as yours. I do kind of hate this room because after you clear the bosses, there's an extra group of melee blockers, so you just gotta basically wait around for these guys to die again. This next room is once again pretty narrow, but it's a bit more, it's more open, but it's still longer. So even, all of your full screen moves aren't going to be technically full screen as far as this is concerned. But just beware, guys. And another thing, if you do die and you revive, don't just hit OK just because you went straight down. If you died because a group of enemies spawned, chances are if you press A, those enemies are still there. You may want to give it a second, maybe let one of your boys drop a strong attack or two, and then jump straight up, use your strong attacks, get right back into the fight. So that being said, basically the only rooms that are kind of annoying, because there are only technically 2 rooms where the bosses have high power strong attacks. That's Kisuke and the last 2 bosses. Everybody else, they just have the general strong attacks, which obviously they still do hurt. They still do a lot of damage, but they're just the general ones. So it's not like it'll one hit kill you or anything like that. Um, but another thing, guys, watch your dodges. If you dodge and you like dodge into the back of an enemy, you're not gonna go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of aim your dodge, or slide through the gaps. Basically, you know what I'm saying? You can't just bump into an enemy's back and think you're gonna, flash step right through them. Kisuke is down. So yeah, that's just one thing. It's pretty small. Just watch where you flash step. So we're moving on to the fire room, and this is the second to last room. So here the bosses are kind of annoying. You have Love and Rose. Rose, his skills do a lot of damage. His melee string does a lot of damage, and the one dude has the walking vortex in this one. And it's crazy. Like, I mean, for a boss to have a walking vortex like that, it eats you up. So, you definitely want to be aware of this dude. He hasn't come out just yet. With the fourth room being the fire room. And like I said, it's one of those narrow rooms where it's very, very long and big, but it's just like, it's super narrow, so, and granted, you have a fire patch blocking, 60% of the way anyways. So just another thing to look out to. I would definitely say that stamina is going to be a huge stat for this, guys. Stamina is going to be huge. Last time we didn't have like the captain's coach, the unfinished Hogyokus or anything like that to give us extra stam along with like whatever we wanted, like attack or anything like that. I would suggest don't go too crazy with the stamina, just because if you do, you're losing out on damage. But I was dumb up until like the last couple of runs. I didn't use my captain's code with 80% HP on it because I went for more damage, which is pretty dumb, because it definitely cost me about, I can definitely say, at least 5 revives I didn't have to use in my past couple of runs. So that being said, stamina is very important. Everyone knows Dangai and Broken are going to be the two best melee characters without a doubt. There are a couple good ones though. Koga's pretty decent. Jushiro, he's pretty good as far as SP goes. And then there are a lot of other blue characters that people have. White Day Gin, he's actually a really good option because he does heal. I was thinking about 150 in him, but with him it's only one heal a game, which is kind of like, it's kind of whatever. Right here, my boy Chris disconnected, but he was still able to finish, and so are we as well. But yeah, we're almost finishing this up. The last boss is gonna walk is coming through after this wave. The only kind of thing that we do for this one is we'll have Yukio drop his super. I'll drop my super, which does like 2.5 or almost 2 bars of health for the enemy, because I do have attention tie, and I do have like 30% SP. So yeah, that's basically it. Watch out for Jushiro's strong attacks. They are incredibly long. It's not even that they have the widest range. They're super, super long, dude. And you won't even, like, he doesn't even have to be on your screen, and you will just get knocked out from one zap of electricity. You're like, what's going on? Yeah, he hit you with that strong attack. It drops in a cross, so whenever you see him doing it, I say get far away and move over to the side of him. That's literally the only way you can know for sure that you're out of it. Otherwise, that's 2 orbs on your revive. Now, granted, if your team is far enough, you won't have to do a revive just because they can get through it. But in the first day, we got 2 brushes and 2 books. a bunch of hearts. We didn't get anything good until this run, this session here. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of my drops. So far, we've gotten 2 editing brushes and 1 book of secrets. It's crazy that books are more rare than editing brushes. Shout out to my boys John, Chris, and the boy Lamar, and shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for all the continued love and support. I'm gonna keep rocking it for y'all, man. Keep Prophet Nation going. Look out for that 500 giveaway, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out this bitch.